Hi, you guys. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Pat. I hope you guys are all well. Are you guys gonna craft with me, or are you just gonna watch? Hi, Deborah. Why sad face? No sad face allowed. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? I haven't talked to you today. I'm surprised. I hear you, Kendra. I've been cutting out this morning. Yay, Kayla. That's what I like to hear. That's good too, Teresa. Watching and learning. Well, I'll be learning too because I'm going to try some new things today. I didn't just want to create the same old clothespins. I wanted to step out of my comfort zone today, so that's what I'm going to do. These are some clothespins that I've made in the past. And these ones I just covered in ribbon. And then these were just some pre-bought little embellishments. They were kind of like a brad, and I just took the brad part off and glued them. Speaking of that, I better plug my hot glue gun in. Yep, plugging in the hot glue gun. Something I don't do very often, but I think I might need it today. So I have to find the right cord here. My hot glue gun's a leaker, so I have to get something to put underneath it. I really want to get one of those fine tipped hot glue guns. Do any of you guys have one of those? You know, the ones with the fine tip? Those look like fun. Hi, Kelly. How are you? I hear you, Pat. My 8 and 9-year-old get into everything. So, yes, hot glue gun is plugged in. So anyways, these are some that I made. I don't know, I made these a couple years ago. I just basically have them sitting on my craft desk because when I'm making flip books or something that I need to clip together to watch the paint or watch the glue dry, I'll use these. These are some decorative ones that I made, I don't know, about a year ago, and I made a whole bunch of them, probably 25 of them, and I've given a lot of them away, all of them. These are all that I have left. And what I did is I painted them with just acrylic paint. I didn't take them apart. I've seen a lot of people take them apart like this and then they put them back together, but who has time for that? Like, these aren't the easy. they make it look so easy when they put it back together. And I guess it's not terribly difficult. But you got to fit everything back together. I don't know. It's just not for me, right? So who has time for that? I just paint over it. Because you can kind of scratch the paint back off the metal, but that just adds to the distress look, I think. But anyways, on these ones, I just painted it with acrylic paint, and then I distressed it. I think on these ones, I just used a nail file. I distressed the edges on it. I cut out strips of paper, and I didn't even cut them to fit perfectly on here because I wanted the paint to show. And this was just, I think, some 6x6 paper pad because I wanted the design of the paper to be small so that you could see it. These words were just cut out of books, book pages. These were some butterflies that were a free download I found online. So I fussy cut these butterflies out. This is just a cheap piece of lace that I cut, glued it on there, put a pearl, a cheap plastic pearl on there, and they came out really cute. So yeah, these were just, and I've given them away. They would just make cute little gifts to add to, little packages that you're sending out. You could also put magnets on these to make clips for your refrigerator that you could put notes to, or your kids could hang little pictures on or whatever. So yeah, I've got 4 of these left, and I really need to get some more made because I really like to send these out to people when I send little gifts. And it's just a little quick something when you're sending things to people. These ones, like this one, I put the little butterfly embellishment on upside down, so he flies upside down. So I never really sent it to anybody. I guess you could like put it this way and hold paper this way. I don't know. This one's right. I did make a bunch of these and sent a bunch of these out, but these were kind of buggers to make because, see, the ribbon goes, I put it all the way on the inside there, and it's like all weaved in there. So these weren't so much fun to make. So I haven't made any more of those. But what I want to do today is I definitely need to make, the girls always put papers underneath our magnets on the refrigerator, and our magnets aren't strong enough. So the papers, their artwork is always falling, and it's just always laying all over the kitchen floor. So I do want to make them each a couple of magnets to put on the refrigerator so they have a place to hang their artwork. But I want to even go another step further, and I have to look for, I need to find a paint stick, and I think I might have a paint stick around here. If I don't get that far, I at least want to make the clips to put on the paint stick so that I can like hang the paint stick up on the wall with the clothespins, So let me give you an idea of what this will look like. So the paint stick would actually be the wood piece on the wall, and then they would each have like a couple of clothespins on the paint stick. That's my idea anyways. Right? So Brooke would have 2, Haley would have 2. They could stick their artwork on there in the classroom so that they have a place to stick it. So that way we're not constantly putting tacks in the wall. They'll have another place to put their artwork without clogging up the refrigerator and it all falling out. So that's an idea I have. Maybe that'll be a later project. But those buttons that I got, those packets of buttons that I got at Tuesday morning yesterday, I found this button in there, and it fits Brooke to a T. It's a little girl monster, and she definitely is my little monster. And then this one is a little bear fairy, and so that reminds me a little bit of Haley. So I'm going to make them each a clothespin magnet to put on the refrigerator so that they can put their artwork on it and put a magnet on it. And then I thought I'd make them another one with a butterfly. So Brooke likes blue, Haley likes pink, so we're in business. Let me catch up on the chat here. Oh, cool, Teresa. Do you like it? Do you like your fine tip glue gun? Yeah, I have a cheap one, Kayla, and it leaks all over the place. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kelly, to spray paint them. Ha, Deborah. Well, Deborah's not a fan. Well, Deborah, then why are you here? Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so for these ones, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to put some thanks, Kim. Yeah, the girls' mom picked them up late, so she didn't pick them up until this morning. So they got up like super early, and then she was late picking them up this morning. So our weekend got off to a late start, but I've been looking so forward to doing this this week. And so I'm just going to add some heavyweight gesso to this clothespin. I'm just going to use my finger. Some people don't have anything better to do than to be pimples on the butt of life, you know. So I am just going to do that. I'm not going to add it into that inside part. Thing is she's probably got like a zillion accounts and will come back because it's really sad, but that's some people just get joy out of that. Isn't that sad when people just get joy out of being that way? I don't know. All you can do is say a prayer for them and hope that they can find something in their life that can truly bring them the meaning of joy in their life, because obviously they're missing out on something, everything really in life. So this is just that heavyweight gesso that costs an arm and a leg, that I am bound and determined I'm going to use this stuff before it dries up. But I'm going to put it on here, and then I think I'm going to spray it with some shimmer mist. And I'm putting it pretty thin on here, so it should dry relatively quickly. And I might as well just do, maybe I'll do like 6 of them. The thing is, people like that, and I don't even know what to say about people like that. You know, what can you say? If you say anything about them, you're giving them attention, and that's really what they're seeking. Attention, and you don't really want to give them attention. So they're really not worth even talking about, but you have to wonder what you can do for them to help them. Which is probably nothing, because they would never even want your help. Because I'm sure in their mind they've got everything completely figured out in their life. But obviously, you know, my opinion is their life is completely out of control and they are completely lost. But any advice I would have for them, they wouldn't want. So it's just a waste of time. Sorry for the sniffles, I'm still pretty sick, so. Well, I'm not really sick, it's just all starting to come out. Hi to the Netherlands. I can't pronounce your name. I know you because we've had conversation before, and I think I've had the conversation of, I can't pronounce your name. I think you were here last week, weren't you? I don't take my clothespins apart. I know I watched some lady and she like did it so simply, and I'm like, how does she do that so simply? And I tried it and I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do that. She must have practiced a lot. They're such cool, I mean, they're so cheap, first of all. Clothespins are so cheap to buy. You can get 40 of them at the Dollar Tree for $1. Go figure, right? Have you ever wanted to go to the Dollar Tree and say, can you check this price for me? Price check. You're not late, Stevie. You're right on time. I'm just adding some heavyweight gesso to these clothespins. I'll probably call them paper clips a million times. I feel fine. It's just now everything is like draining out of my sinuses, so I'm sniffling a lot and there's a lot of drainage. So I apologize in advance for my drainage issues. Yeah, the negative comment people, they need to go outside and get some sunshine. They need some vitamin D. And a loud prayer. That's what they need, vitamin D and some prayer. Dollar Tree. Kendra. DT is the Dollar Tree. Going down to the DT. Yes, that's right, Kendra. Lots of prayer. Am I in frame? I zapped that person, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but I blocked them. I don't give no second chances. You want to come on in my space and be rude? I block you and I say a prayer for you. And then it's up to you to save yourself, because I just not gonna play. Too old to play. Okay, I'm just washing all of the liquid gold off of my paws. Okay, I have to blow, so excuse me. Okay, so while those are drying, I'm trying to use up this white chalk paint because I've had it for about 2 years now. And I just need it to get used up. Yeah, I just zap them. I don't have time for it. I honestly just get rid of them. I honestly do say a prayer and just get rid of them. The reason why I start 15 minutes early is because I want to make sure that everything is hooked up right, so that it's better to start 15 minutes early than 15 minutes late. So okay, so these ones I'm going to use this Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm just going to paint these guys. With Waverly chalk paint, Waverly chalk paint. With chalk paint, you really only need one coat. And this is one of those flimsy paint brushes, you know, the kind you don't want to buy. See how it's like all folded over on itself. Maybe someday it will be in bad enough shape I'll just be able to throw it away and not use it anymore. I still have the ones that Sean got me, and but I want to save those. I don't want to use them because they're so nice. Do you guys do that when you get nice stuff? You're like, I don't want to use them. They're too nice. So I'm going to set that aside and let that dry before I go on the insides of it. Plus, I like mine to look a little bit... Oh, I can't use that brush. It's too annoying. This is the same kind, but I cut a lot of the bristles off of the end, so it's not quite as annoying. Hi, Chandra. I know I say your name wrong. I say it the U.S. way, the English way, not the Australian way. Chandra? Chandra? Oops. So what's new in the lives of you guys? What happened in the last week? Anything exciting? It was so nice when we went shopping yesterday. We had to go all over town. We had to go, my husband, when he went to get his hair cut, he forgot to pay the lady. So we had to go all the way back down there. He's had the same lady cut his hair for like the last 30 years. Probably more than that, probably more like 35 years. So he had to go back to her, he had to drive all the way back down to her house in Thornton, which is a good 40 miles from our house. So we had to go down there. We had to go pick something up from one of his friend's works all the way down in Littleton, which is a good 100 miles away from our house, but we were closer because we already had to go to Thornton. So we went there. What else did we have to do? There was something else we had to do. I don't remember. Oh, I had to go, no, that was the day before. I had to go to the post office. Well, heck, I don't even remember. So then we went to Tuesday mornings, and it was so nice. My husband actually went in the store with me, and he actually shopped and let me shop. Like usually when I go to Tuesday morning, they wait in the car for me because if I don't have to take the girls in, I won't because they want everything. And it's Grandma, look, Grandma, look, Grandma, look. So if he's with me and he's staying in the car, I'll just have them stay in the car. And I'll just run in, I'll go to the craft aisle. And you know how Tuesday mornings is. Like nothing is organized. So I'll just run in there. And yeah, I know, Kendra, I know you live in Thornton. I mail you a zillion ATCs. And I'll run in there, go to the craft aisle, look through things as fastly as I can, which, that's hard to do because nothing is organized, and get out. And so this time he actually came in the store and he actually looked at the stuff and shopped, and he actually even got a couple of kitchen utensils. And it was so nice and so relaxing to have him and the girls in there looking at things. And I actually got to look through the items at Tuesday morning. And I even ventured off into the other aisles to see what other things they actually had. It was so nice. I was so appreciative that he did that because he is not a shopper. Ronnie knows because we've had many conversations about how I am usually very rushed when I'm getting my craft supplies. I don't like to drive, and everything's so far away from me that I just don't like to go out. My social anxiety kicks in, and I just don't like to go out. And so it was such a pleasure. And I let him know how nice it was to not have to rush through it and to have him go in with me, and so nice. Kelly, what are you going to college for? Shanda Panda. Okay, so this is my last one that I'm painting with this white chalk paint. I like to do production line. I don't know how you guys like to do it, but I like to do production line. Well, the outsides. I'm done with the outsides of these. So now I just need to open them up. And I'm not going to be really fussy about the insides, but I am going to, try to get some paint in there. To make it look like I attempted it. This is why spray painting, like Kelly said, is nice, because brush painting can be a little time consuming. But if you're going to distress it, you don't have to get this completely covered. Because I'm going to go back in and distress all of this anyways. Wow, Kelly, good for you. How fun. That would be fun. Chalk paint dries really quick too, which is nice. Yeah, me too, Kelly. I absolutely 100% prefer to shop alone. And that is, one of the big reasons why I don't like to take the girls in with me. And it's not because I don't like, if I'm going shopping for them or going shopping for anything other than craft stuff, then I love to go shopping with them. But if I'm going to the craft store and I have to concentrate on things, then I can't be bothered. I have to have my concentration. I have to be focused on what I'm doing. So it was nice having him because he was able to keep the girls focused. He kind of had them most of the time. And then when they would venture back over by me and they would start, causing me anxiety, he'd be like, "Are they bothering you?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, a little bit. They're running into me with the buggy." He would say, "Okay, girls, let's go look at this." So it was just a so much better experience. And sometimes he's like that. He can be so accommodating that way. But my husband is wound tighter than a 48-hour clock. And so that side of him doesn't come out a whole lot. But some days, and I think it's because he took a vacation day yesterday. And so he wasn't feeling rushed to get everything day because it was like an extra day for him. And I think that he was just like more relaxed than he normally is. He wasn't wound so tight. And it was just super duper nice. But I'm with you, Kelly. I'm usually the kind that I have to do it alone. I prefer it. I would rather be alone and rushed than to have people with me and kids pulling on my apron strings. See, that one was gesso. This one was paint. Yeah, at 47, she probably doesn't pull too tightly on your apron strings. If she does, there might be some issues there. Yeah, when I bought all that stuff at Tuesday mornings, the girl, I don't remember, he made a comment of, "Wow, you found a lot of stuff," because I got a lot of little stuff. And he said something like, "Do you have enough stuff? Do you have enough now?" And I said, "What? You never have enough craft stuff." And the cashier goes, "Never." And I said, "Silly man." And she just thought that was funny. Because men think that that at some point you'll have enough craft stuff. No, never. I gotta blow again. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is probably enough to play with. I also got this denim. Delta sent me this chalk paint. So I wanted to try it. Should I try this? I hear you, Pat. My husband usually drops me off at the door and tells me to hurry up. Do you know what that's like? Hurry up. Drop me up at the front of the craft store and tell me to hurry up. It's like torture. Or he says, "Do you know what you need?" Don't really want to waste all that. It's a lot of paint on there. I like that color. Probably take more off of this one. Put it on this one. Yeah, I like this denim paint. I need to do a big project with it. They sent me this denim and they sent me a gray. I really wanted to compare it, use it on a bigger project to compare it with the Waverly. I need to look online to see how much it is, because you can get the Waverly at Walmart for fairly inexpensive. I think it's only like $5, that Waverly. This is called denim. This is Ceram Coat by Delta, and it's called denim, dusty denim. This paintbrush is horrible. What says ring for boobies? It's definitely harder to cover them when you're covering the clothespin when you're using a dark color. You feel like you got to get more of it covered. Oh, now my white paint fingers are getting... Oh well, it just adds to the distressed look. Okay, I think that's good. I just wanted to check out the color of this. I like this paint. Yeah, that's I know I did do a little bit. I'm sorry, Kelly. I was so sick this last week that I didn't really have a lot of time to research the whole chalk paint thing, but I did a little bit, and yes, you're right. You can add marble dust to any acrylic paint, and you will have chalk paint. That's all that you need to do. And there are some videos out there for it, so yes. Marble dust is what you want to get, and I guess it's fairly cheap to order it online, or you can get it at Home Depot or any of, hardware places. Okay, so these guys are the ones that I gessoed. And I gessoed them because I wanted to give it a little bit of tooth. Because I'm going to spray some mist. I'm going to mist them with some shimmer mist. So I have my box here. I'm going to put them in the box so that I don't get shimmer mist all over the place. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some paper towels in here. So that then I can use the paper towels to art with after, so I'm not wasting the shimmer mist. You could probably put anything, book pages or anything, but sometimes I like to use paper towels. They make really good art journaling backgrounds. And since we're going to start art journaling next week, so I'm just going to lay them in here like this. And I think I'm going to use this Tattered Angel in the pink color I got. I'm going to shake it well. The spray bottles and the sprayers, I'd have to look online in my email. Let me look really quick for you, Kim, to tell you what the total was. They didn't send a invoice in the box with it. I don't remember what email account I used. I got it from the Paper Mart. I'm looking. Might be this one. Why don't I see it? Oh, don't you hate that when you can't find something in your email? Maybe I used my other email account. Let me see. I'm gonna have to search, Kim. I can't find it right now. Okay, so this is the Tattered Angel shimmer mist I got yesterday at Tuesday morning. So I'm going to mist these. I don't want to totally, I just want to give them that splattered look. So it might get noisy. I'm just going to flip it. Spray it. Okay, and I also got this purple. What's this color? Heat gun. Ow, hot! Okay. See, now I have this pretty paper, pretty tissue paper, paper towel that I can use. For other things. And the cool thing about it is when you rip it apart, so you have one layer, you know, you can Mod Podge that onto a background, but see how cool the second layer comes out? You can use that too. Which is totally cool. And let me show you a page that I actually did I Mod Podged it. Let me find the right journal here. This one is a paper towel with spray on it. See how cool that looks? Okay, so that's why I don't throw them away. That's why I'd rather mist it onto the paper towel than just in the box alone. Or you could put a book page, just so that you're not wasting the mist. You can actually use it for something else. I could have misted it on here because you guys know I use all of my drop papers for other things, but aren't these are really cute for the girls, like the colors. They both like purple and pink. So I got more on the sides, and I did that on purpose so that you could see more of the white on the fronts. And so I just will choose like the one that I like the best. The one that has the most color. Like that. And then I'll probably like have to cut those little knobbies off from the buttons. But look how cute those will look. So you guys think so far? Let me catch up. Yeah, there's links in my last video to both, but here I can pop the link in like real quick. This is to Faith Art Unedited. Let me grab it for you. Now, these feeds usually kick me out like after an hour and a half, you guys, so if I suddenly go out, if I suddenly get kicked out of this feed, you can go back into my YouTube channel and I will start up again. Okay, so if I suddenly go out, go back into my YouTube channel. I don't think that refreshing, because I think it starts a new one, will help you, but go back in and just rejoin. I don't know why it does that, but it seems like after an hour and a half, it's not a given hour and a half, but it seems like at about an hour and a half, it kicks me out. And then I just posted a link to the ATC group on Facebook as well. Edited, that's the new art journaling group. And then the second link I posted is to the Facebook ATC group. Okay? And we would love to have you at either. They are allowing trades internationally. In the ATC group, they set up a file. Kim is one of the admins there, and Sue is the other. And yeah, go join. It's great fun. Okay, so but I don't want to just like glue that on there. I want to do more than that. So I'm looking for stuff. I haven't left. I'm still here. I'm just looking for stuff. That would be too plain for me to just do that. I want to add some beads or something to it. I thought about adding some texture to it or something. I don't really have really small stencils. But I have a whole jug of gesso. I have tons of beads. Not tons, but I have been growing my bead collection. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna grab a toothpick. And I think I'm just gonna get some gesso on my toothpick. I have to decide where I wanna put these little guys. I think I wanna put them down here. Okay, so up here, what I think I'm going to do is add some gesso, because I think I just want to add some texture up here. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. There's no rhyme or reason to the madness in my head. It just is there. It exists. I'm just going to make some wavy things in here. Make it look like marshmallow cream. Oh, I could do that, Lori. Is that what you're talking about, Lori? Stamping some small images onto these. I was going to insert some beads onto this, some glitter and some beads. I don't know if I've got any little images to stamp, small enough to stamp onto this. I'm only going to do 4 of them. So funny, last night I came downstairs and one of the magnets, our refrigerator magnets, you know, those aren't always that strong. And they always like to like pile up tons of pictures onto them. They're like layered underneath, and all of the pictures were on the floor. And it's like, girls, how many pictures do you have on that magnet? They're like, the wind blew them down. It's like, well, you can't put that many pictures in there, but Grandma, it's our art. So that's when I thought, okay, well, they need something sturdier to put their art on. So I think I've got some pretty sturdy magnets. Okay. Yeah, this is heavy-bodied gesso, Heidi. Okay, so let's see what I have here. Oh, you know what? I've got these little things that I've had forever. These little things. This one says dream, this one says spirit. I think that they were made to put brads through, but I never used them. This one says energy. This one says happy. I don't know if they quite, maybe I could put these on with the butterflies. I think I'll do that. And I've got all of these beads. What kind of beads do I want to use? Do I want to use seed beads? I need a little container or something. Hold on. Okay, I got this little mix of different seed beads and beads. So I think I'm just gonna try to dip this in there somehow. I want to get where the little seed beads are so I just don't get a bunch of big beads on it. They'll like that. And this gesso holds this pretty good once it dries. As long as you press that down there. You might lose a couple, but you shouldn't lose too many of them. Okay. Kayla, are you talking about, or I'm sorry, Hayla, are you, Heidi, are you talking about these? These are buttons. I'm a button hoarder. Hi, my name is Kimberly and I'm a button hoarder. This is one of my button tins. Let me scoot this up. You can see half of it here. Now what you're going to see here has to stay here because I have a problem. My problem is buttons. So I have buttons. So like those butterfly buttons, I probably got like at Walmart on sale. I just have tons of buttons. I just saw this one. How cute is that? Oh, he's so cute. I know Kim's gonna want that now that she saw that cat button. But yeah, I just have buttons, and I have a thing for like things on the buttons. Like, look at, I have all of these bug buttons, stars, bees. So those butterfly buttons probably have had forever. See in Walmart, like these ones were $1.25. They're shells. Most of them I get on sale. Hancock's, I got a lot of them at Hancock's whenever they go out to Walmart. But that's where I believe I got the butterflies at there's smaller ones in there too. Tuesday morning they have a bunch of buttons. Right now, where did I put those? Oh, here. I dumped them. This was them into this bowl. But see, they're just all a bunch of different buttons. These ones are really cute. I considered using these little pinwheels. How cute those are. See how cute some. They're just a bunch of different buttons. Like, you can't go wrong with a big pack like this. There's some big ones in here. These would be great to alter. Look at this one's pretty cool. Going the wrong way. Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys, might be getting ready to toss me out, so. Okay, are we better now? You guys, if it's still not, if your picture's still not moving, you might want to refresh. I hope it's better now. Okay, so I have these little H letters, or these little alphabet letters. I'm going to stick it on here. Now, all of this might fall off. Who knows? We'll find out. It might all end up on the kitchen floor. Let's hope not. I'm going to put, I'm going to try not to burn myself with that thing. These little pearl beads on the side. So there's one of Haley's. So I know you guys didn't get to see me do all of that, but it was buffering. I finally just reset. Okay, I think I'm going to get a lighter. Seal those so they don't come off. And I have a chancy place to put these because that, but I have confidence in my gesso that when that dries, it's going to dry like cement. I'm more worried of this, right? She won't. Some of those spider webs from hot glue, I'm just going to hit it with this heat gun. To get rid of the strings. And there, I think it looks pretty cute. What do you guys think? Here. So I am taking a piece ribbon, glue on the center of it. And I just stuck it down here. Now this is kind of tricky because the body. Oh, my camera. I'm losing